That is why those 30-minute 1v1 lessons at your local music school is not going to show you how to practice these skills. They need you to keep coming back. It has been brought to my attention that there's a lot of guitar players that have been playing for years. But if they were asked to play for a show or an event, they can't even play anything. So if this sounds like you, most likely you're stuck relying on videos, memorizing tabs, and thinking that expensive gear will fix the gap in your knowledge. All that boils down to is just not having an efficient practice that will improve skill level in real time. So I'm making this video because I genuinely feel sorry for people whose phones are not getting blown up like this, or people who can't fill in at any band, just like my student right here. So make sure to watch this video to the end because this is a way to practice that has gotten lots of my students out of feeling lost. Now they're able to pick up guitar anywhere and play anything expressively. So let's start with understanding what it means to practice. You see, guitar practice is like leveling up in a video game. Most intermediates are just running around the map fighting random enemies. They're playing songs, watching YouTube, memorizing licks, and noodling aimlessly. But they're not completing any missions. And in this case, the missions equals the specific guitar skills that you should know. So skills like knowing the fretboard like the back of your hand, chord shapes in every position no matter the key, and working on your timing, as well as fluidly playing scales. The way the game goes is if you don't complete missions, you don't level up. So a lot of intermediates are just on the same stage fighting low level monsters. And that's why a lot of you watching this haven't left your room with the guitar, even though it's the reason why you started to play on stage or to join a band. So if you want to level up, listen closely. First thing you want to do is outline your goals. Just like in a game, there's a main objective. So let's say your main objective is memorizing the fretboard. Now you're going to write 3 things that you can practice that will help you to achieve that goal. So, A, write down the fretboard on a piece of paper. B would be focus on finding one note on each string. C would be playing a scale and hitting all the notes. So this is going to sound crazy, but this is why my students learn so fast. Even with just 10 minutes a day, you can make a lot of progress with just practicing these 3 things. Listen closely. If you want a personalized practice strategy tailored to your goals, like the ones I make for my students, make sure you click the link below for a 1v1 session with me where I can give you the proven path to go from stuck to skillful. Once you've learned the fretboard, you've unlocked a part of the game that takes you to a higher level. Now you can progress it. So let's take a look at what we did. A, write down the fretboard on a piece of paper. Now you can progress it by timing it so it's faster. B, focusing on finding one note on each string. So let's say you did all C's. Now you can move on to D. Now you can move on to E. And there's 12 notes to pick from. C, playing the scale and hitting all the octaves. Now you can navigate different shapes within the major scale. So once you get good at this, you can move on to something else or keep progressing it. But the main idea is that it's becoming easier over time and you're unlocking skills that you never have to go back to and figure out again. That is why those 30-minute 1v1 lessons at your local music school is not going to show you how to practice these skills. They need you to keep coming back. That's why they advertise with, "We'll teach you how to play your favorite songs." They know that the average person isn't going to get to a level where they need to ingrain all these skills. They know that the average person will be satisfied with, oh, it sounds like I'm playing the song that I like. But if you're watching this, you're a guitarist that needs to know how to play anything on the spot. Whether it's soloing or a song that you don't even know, you need to be able to play it. You need to have those skills ingrained into you as an artist, as a member of a band. That's why my program, the Jam Masters Method, teaches guitarists like you how to become skillful so that you can pick up a guitar in any setting, play anything that you need to play with anybody. And guys, it's 100% online. And a lot of my students are people who could barely even play, people who didn't even know anything about music. But because I'm teaching these skills from the jump, they're learning stuff that a lot of people who have been playing guitar for years don't even know. So if you want a fast, proven path to putting these skills under your belt, make sure to check out the link in the description where you can book a call with me and we can talk about a strategy for getting you to being the confident guitarist that you want to be in any setting playing with anybody. Make sure to practice this, and I'll see you in the next video.